Greeting of the day. Dear learner, so far we have discussed the numerical methods to solve the initial value problem. Initial value problem is the differential equation dy by dx is equal to f of xy with y of x naught equal to y naught. Is differential equation together with initial condition. So here in this methods, the solution at a single point is enough to predict the solution yn plus 1 at the next point, that is xn plus 1. So only one condition is required to obtain the required solution. Hence the methods are called the single step method. After applying any of the methods several times, we will have the solution of the problem at several points. So here what we do usually, we divide the range for x into number of step size of equal width h. Say for example, if xi and xi plus 1 are the two consecutive points, then xi plus 1 is equal to xi plus h, or xi plus 1 in terms of initial point is given as x naught plus I plus 1 times h. So thus the methods which we have discussed to solve a differential equation over an interval requires only the value of y at a single point, and that single point is most preferably the beginning is at the beginning of the interval, that is taken as x naught. On the similar line, if we have the methods to find out the solution at two or more preceding points to predict the solution at the next points, are called the multi-step method. So in this video lecture, we will go through the concept of multi-step method, and then we will discuss one of the important multi-step method, that is called Milne's predictor corrector method. So consider that in this Milne's predictor corrector method, we have a differential equation with the information at previous 4 points. What are the previous 4 points? Y at x naught, y at x1, y at x2 and y at x3. So these 4 points, value of the function y at these 4 points are required in order to get the value of y at the successive points, say x4. The initial conditions provides the information at the first point x naught, but the 3 more points are required before we will apply the multi-step method, that is Milne's predictor corrector method. So these 3 values, that is y at x1, y at x2 and y at x3, are generally given in the problem, and if these are not given, then it is determined by a single step methods only. So we prefer here for evaluation the single step methods, that is Taylor series or Picard's method. Therefore a multi-step method cannot solve the entire problem by itself, and it must rely completely on a single step method for the solution at first few points. For this reason, the single step methods such as Taylor series, Euler modified, then the Runge-Kutta method, all these methods are the starting methods, are called as starting methods, and the multi-step methods which we are discussing now, that is Milne predictor corrector method, are called continuing methods. So thus the only drawback of the multi-step method is that they are not self-starting. It needs single step method to start the method. Okay, so let us see what is Milne's predictor corrector method. What are the procedures required? So we wish to find out at x4, that is y4. So first we will find out f1, f2, f3. What is f1? f1 is nothing but value of the function f at x1, y1. f2 is f at x2, y2, and f3 is function at x3, y3. So once we get these values, then by using a predictor formula, we have the estimated value of y4. What is that? y4 equal to y0 plus 4h by 3, 2f1 minus 2f2 plus 2f3. So this predicts the value of y at x4. Now this contains some errors, so a better approximations to this value is obtained by making use of corrector formula. So therefore the first improved value of y4 or first modified value of y4 is given by y41. Here the superscript 1 denotes that it is the first improvement in the value of y4. Is given by y2 plus h by 3 f2 plus 4 f3 plus f4. Then we will find out the value of the function, corresponding value of the function, that is f41 is equal to f at x4 y41. y41 is just obtained. And similarly, after getting y41, we will compare y4 and y41, the two consecutive values of y4. If they are nearly same, then the solution is obtained. Otherwise, further modification is required. That is, we will find out second modified value on similar line. And remember, here there will be only one change in this f4. The latest calculated value, the recent calculated value of f4 is to be used. So now after y41 we will have f41. So this is to be used in this corrector formula. So that gives the second modified value of y4. Again we will compare y41 and y42. If they are same, then the procedure is complete. Otherwise, we will repeat this process till the two consecutive values of y4 are nearly same. Suppose if we wish to find out the next value of y at say x5, then what we do? So in that case, in this set of formulae mentioned, just increase the suffixes of x, y and the function f by 1. It means the predictor formula becomes y5 equal to y1 plus 4h by 3 2f2 minus f3 plus 2f4, and y51 will be y3 plus h by 3 f2 plus 4f4 plus f5. So just increases the suffix of x, y and the function f by 1, you will get the required values of y at the corresponding value of x. So I hope the process is clear to you all. Now let's have a problem based on it. So given dy by dx is equal to half of 1 plus x square y square, and these are the four values given. Evaluate y of 0.4 by Milne's predictor corrector method. So as we have mentioned earlier that in order to apply Milne's predictor corrector method, we need 4 previous initial values, right? 4 prior initial values. So here we have 4 initial values. First of all, make sure whether they are arranged properly or not. Arranged properly or not means the value of y should be at the successive points of x. It means if suppose this is x0, so the next point must be x1. The next is x2 and x3, means the difference between the values of x defined over here must remain constant. So here you can, this is the given equation, we will compare it with the standard form. So what we find, f of xy is half of 1 plus x square into y square. Now compare y of x0 equal to y0. So you will get x0 is 0, y0 1. Next condition, x1 is 0.1, y1 is 1.06. Then the next third condition, y at x2 equal to y2. So x2 is 0.2, y2 is 1.21. So just see the values of x. If you take the difference between the two consecutive values of x, you will find that difference comes out to be 0.1. So that's why the conditions given are already arranged in a required manner. Okay. Now, so here we wish to find out value of y at x4, which is nothing but y4. Here, in order to apply the set of formulae, we need the step size. So let's see what is step size. According to definition, it is x1 minus x0. x1 is 0.1, x0 is 0, so h comes out to be 0.1. Now, after getting all these requirements, we will find functional value at x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. That is f1, f2 and f3. Now, f1 is according to definition f at x1, y1. Put the values of x1, y1, that is 0.1, 1.06. Now, how to find out this value? Value of the function at 0.1, 1.06. So, we will make use of this information which we have obtained just now, that is f of xy is half of 1 plus x square y square. So over here, if I wish to obtain f for function value of the function at 0.1 and 1.06, so what we will do, just replace x by 0.1 in this formula and y by 1.06. So you will get such type of expression. Okay. So substituting the values over here, we get the value as 0.5674. On similar line, we will find out f2. f2 means the value of the function at x2 equal to 0.2 and y2 equal to 1.12. So simply replace x by 0.2 and y by 1.12 in this formula and simplify. So you will get it as 0.6523. Note here, we will do the calculation or the simplification part up to 4 decimal places. So in this way we will obtain f1, f2, f3. Now let's find out the predicted value of y4 by making use of predictor formula, given by y4 equal to y0 plus 4h by 3 into 2f1 minus f2 plus 2f3. All the values are known to us. Just substitute the values and simplify. You will get it as 1.2771. Now note here, every value of y will be followed by the evaluation of function at that point. That is, if we have obtained y4, immediately we will find out f4, that is f at x4, y4. So it is evaluated in the same line. Just we have discussed how to get f of 0.4, 1.2771. So in the expression of f of xy, just replace x by 0.4 and y by 1.2771. Simplify, you will get it as 0.9460. So in this way, we obtain the required values. Now let's improve the value of y4 by making use of the corrector formula. So the first improved value of y4 is given by y41 equal to y2. Note here, it is not y0. Generally, student makes mistakes. They used to write it as y0. So it is y2 plus h by 3, f2 plus 4 f3 plus f4. Again, all the values are known to us. Just put the value simply, right? So note here, it is nothing but y2. Here it is a mistake. It's not 0.2. It is 1.12. y2 is 1.12. Make the correction. Please note the correction. y2 is 1.12. Right? Simplifying, you will get it as 1.2797. Again, after evaluation of y41, I'll compare it with the value obtained for y4 previously, that is nothing but this. So it is 1.2771, whereas here I am getting 1.2797. The difference is large, so we will have to go for the next improved value of y4. So before that, let's find out its corresponding functional value, that is f41. It is f at function at x4 y41. Substituting the values and simplifying on the similar line as we did earlier. Right now, then let's have the second modified value. Here this function will get replaced by f41. All other terms will remain as it is. Simplify, you will get it as 1.2798. Now see, y41 is 1.2797, whereas here it is 1.2798. So there is a difference of only 0.0001. So these two values are nearly same. Therefore, the required solution is obtained and is given by y4 equal to nothing but y at x4 is 0.4 is equal to 1.2798. So I hope this problem is clear to you all. In the next video lecture, we shall see the example where the 4 initial values are not given. Then how to obtain them by making use of single step method, that is the Taylor series method. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you all for watching the video.